All right. I think we're going to start this. Can anybody hear me? Can you guys hear me? Can I get a sound check? How is my audio coming in? Can you guys hear me? Testing, testing. Let's see. Okay, what's going on with this? Is it? It's not. So I need to see if it works. Okay. Oh my god, it works. Holy shit. All right, okay. All right, so I'm gonna play the intro here. Let me stop this. Okay. Let's get started. It's a bit loud. All right. Did you hear that? Were you able to hear the music? Okay, thank you so much. I hope, Gary. All right, guys, welcome to the first ever SGI Live Show. It's so good to see you all. It's so good to have you all here. So, anyway, let's get into this drama here. We have quite a bit of drama to talk about. All right, what's the first thing I want to talk about here? You know, ever since this Harper's Bazaar cover came out with the Duchess of Sussex, let me see if I can find her picture here. I don't think I have her picture saved. But they have just been losing their minds. And Tatler is like their number one cheerleader. I don't know who Carol has working at Tatler, but they are just going so hard for this girl. And I remember, do you guys remember this old Tatler article that came out years ago called Catherine the Great. And the Middletons actually sued Tatler for this. Do you guys remember this? Does anybody remember this? How many people are here? Oh my gosh, guys, thank you so much for coming. All right, I'm going to find this article. And I have it all lined up here. Here it is. Catherine the Great. Catherine the Great, Queen of Jewels. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. That's the actual Catherine the Great. Can never tell these days the way how they glorify that woman. Kate, that is. Okay, hold on. Here it is. This is the right one. This is the one by Anna Pasternak. This came out many, many years ago. This was the this came out back in 2020. I think some of you will remember this. It's titled HRH, the Duchess of Cambridge is crowned Catherine the Great on the July-August cover. Okay, and it then has a picture of her, of Kate here at the bottom here. And it says, Kate Middleton's star is going stratospheric as the country looks to the monarchy for morale. But then it goes into a lot of details about the Middleton family. And it's actually not very flattering. I don't know if you folks remember this. I don't know. Should I read the whole thing? I don't want to read the entire thing, but here are just some highlights here that were very, very juicy, very interesting. Where is it? Oh, yeah. It really, really gets into a lot of things about Kate here. So it says, this is just a clip. I'm not going to bore you with the entire article. Was it Kate who advised William on his recent modernizing speeches? Kate advising William on speeches? Oh my God, that's like the blind leading the blind. Okay, so it says, Kate advised William on his recent modernizing speeches and causes while toning down her own rigid body language. Okay, well, that's definitely true. Her body language is very rigid. She is certainly very repressed. And this thing keeps refreshing as I'm reading. It's a little bit difficult to track down here. Okay. Hold on. I lost where I was reading. Okay, understand it. Okay. I mean, it's full of a lot of like really funny little interesting nuggets here. Certainly, royal courtiers have murmured their approval. Kate understands that the only credo of the royal family is duty, 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 says one, whereas with the Sussexes, it is constant uncertainty. So there's this whole constantly juxtaposing Kate against Meghan again. Like they constantly do this. They keep doing this. And of course, this is from Tatler. Tatler is like her number one cheerleader, but it has a lot of other interesting little stuff in here. Let me see if I can find it real quick for you. And this is an old article, by the way. This is from way back in 2020. Oh yeah, here it is. Was it Kate who advised William on his recent modernizing speeches and causes while toning down her own rigid body language? Was she instrumental in William's jarringly woke inclusivity BAFTA speech? What the hell is wrong with people? What is this whole everything is now woke shit? What is that? Can somebody explain that to me? All right. Has seeing Meghan exit stage left from royal life played to Kate's advantage? Well, it certainly has, because the press now, found themselves a new target. They're not going to be taunting her with what is it they used to call her? Waity Katie. You notice they don't call her Waity Katie anymore. They call her Waity Katie even after she got married to William, by the way. Anyway, let's not get bogged down in that. Let me read some of the comments because this. Okay. Hi guys. Hi guys. Catherine is so obviously extremely ill. Yes, she is very ill, and I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna talk about that. I'm gonna talk about that. I have a lot of articles here I want to go over. Certainly, a lot of pictures. We're gonna talk about that. I want to talk about a little bit of what might have happened to last year. Was it almost 2 years now? I want to touch on a picture that I found, something I came across on good old Reddit. I love Reddit. Did you know that William and Kate were so angry about the tiny bit of criticism in that Tatler article that yes, exactly. I was just saying that, Samantha. I think they sued Tatler for that, didn't they? They sued Tatler. And oh yeah, that's right. She's like blacklisted right now, the writer Anna Pasternak. And that's why I wanted to read a little bit about it, because it starts off deceptively fawning of Kate. All these articles, all these social posts that you see from these publications, they're all like kissing her ass. And I'm like, why? Why are they doing this? Why are they behaving like this to this woman? You know, I wouldn't be half as tempted to want to criticize her if they didn't kiss her behind so much. If they didn't go so much over the top. But anyway, it starts off deceptively obsequious, and then it gets more and more critical, once you start reading it. Okay, so let me just read a little bit here. So yeah. Is the royal once dubbed the Duchess of Doolittle because she had so few public engagements, stealthily establishing herself as kingmaker, the person to save and salve the monarchy? So this was very kind of underhandedly critical of Kate, I think. I think the writer was, she knew that she was, you know, walking a fine line, so to speak. In many ways, it's difficult to get a true sense of the real Duchess of Cambridge. So determined does she seem to project an aura of blandness as part of her regal persona. Well, that's a fact. I mean, Kate is very bland. Kate is so bland she's so bland to such an extreme that it almost makes her interesting. I think. Anyway, let me continue because I don't want to get sidetracked here. Okay. Does she seem to when I broach the subject, I hear the same sentiments from others, from royal insiders to society figures. I just don't know who she is. This is very true. One member of the young royal set says, I've spent quite a lot of time around Kate and she is impenetrable. There is nothing to like or dislike. Yet the source continues, she has a ruthless survival streak. Does she now? Does Kate have a ruthless survival streak? Just like the House of Windsor, it's why she is so well suited. I think she keeps her head down because the prize of being queen is so great. She appears to model herself on the queen and now speaks like the queen. Okay, so is that why we can't understand what the hell Kate is saying half the time? Because she's trying to speak like the queen? Is that the reason? Let me continue. It's been a rapid ascent for a girl born into an upper middle class family in Reading. She and her siblings attended Marlborough thanks to her parents' thriving mail order business. We all know about that thriving mail order business. I don't think it was all that thriving at all, right? I mean, we found out that most of the funds that they were getting was from Michael Middleton, from some aristocratic relative he had that passed away, and they were living off his trust fund pretty much. I don't know how much money it was, but it must have been a sizable sum. Then in 2001 at University Sloan Central, St. Andrews, where she read history of art, she met William. Okay. Now Kate, her major was history of art, right? This was her major. This, I guess this is what aristocratic young ladies major in, history of art. And listen, I love art. I love art. I love cinema. I love art history. I did a class in history of art. You know, I didn't major in it. But what has Kate really done with her education? Does anyone have a good answer to that question? What has she really done? You know, I think she tries to pretend as though she is this art critic kind of thing. You know, there was this visit she did. Was it earlier this year? She did at a museum where she's kind of like staring into the ceiling because she was so goddamn bored out of her mind, you know. And then later on, she chose some pieces, and it came out in the paper. And this one of these reporters was like, "What is that? It's just a pile of junk." So anyway, I guess what I'm trying to say is she really lacks depth. She lacks a lot of depth, and I think it's because she just kind of gave away her life to this family, you know. Anyway, I'm going to continue reading cuz I'm constantly getting sidetracked here. She reputedly mixed with an almost exclusively grand set and famously appeared in a shared dress on the student catwalk. Yeah, we know about that. Dating William for several years earned her the cruel nickname Waity Katie from the press. The waiting paid off. They married in fairy tale splendor in 2011, but the sniping persisted. The sniping persisted. I guess the sniping from, is it from the press? In the beginning, it was quite difficult for Kate as she wasn't born into those circles, says a royal insider. She suffered the indignity of the doors to manual jibe, a reference to her mother Carol's former role as an air hostess, and needles about her common family background. Carol being NQOCD. Does anybody know what NQOCD is? Well, I'm going to tell you what it is. It means not quite our class, darling. Not quite our class, darling. For having been born in a council flat in Southall and descended from Durham coal mining stock. Plus, horror of horrors, Carol allegedly chewed gum during William's passing out ceremony at the Sandhurst Military Academy. So there we have, you know, the old trope of the poor commoner girl, you know, entering into this noble family, and her family is mocked and ridiculed. We know that Camilla did a lot of that mocking and ridicule because Camilla does not like Kate. Okay, Camilla does not like the Middletons at all. Let me check something here real quick. I'm checking the phone and I'm doing this at the same time because I still don't know if this is even really working. I'm like, you guys can hear me all right, right? Is there anything going on with the audio? What should I do here? Let me try to... I'm going to get it together, guys. Really, I am. I'm going to get it together. Absolutely. All right, let's see. Okay, so I guess this thing... What's going on? Showing. All right, stop that. Okay. Oh, it's really working. Okay, thank you. All right. So somebody said something here about Oh, I forgot. Actually, I was going to make a banner about this. I should do that right now. I'm going to do this right now. So let me just create a banner here. These opinions are mine entirely. Okay. And do not in any way reflect the opinions of any member of the, I don't know, of the press or the British royal family. I'm getting too complicated here. These are entirely my opinions and my opinions alone. Please, entirely my, okay. Please do not confuse opinions with facts. And I have to say that because there are really some people who don't know the difference. There honestly are some people who don't know the difference between an opinion and a fact. Okay. For entertainment purposes only. All right, so I'm just going to put this here real quick. Did that work? These opinions are mine entirely. Please do not confuse opinions with fact. Okay. All right, just a few more lines of this Tatler thing, and then I'm going to move on to something else. I just thought that this is a good introduction to Kate's relationship with the press, because shortly after this was written, the press just started like kissing her ass big time, especially this piece, this magazine here, Tatler. They talk a lot about the whole, how Kate and her family were mocked relentlessly by William's friends, how they all thought they thought the whole family was just trashy and common. They talked about them behind their backs, and who would want to enter a family like that? I mean, seriously. Why would you want to be a part of a family like that? Where they think they're better than you. It's completely ridiculous. Okay, I'm gonna pick another. What happens when I do this? Okay, that's good. That's better. All right. Yeah, okay. So anyway, so she's mocking the queen, or she's trying to speak like the queen. And they talk a little bit more about that here. There's a level of control that she has to retain. I don't think she'd know how to fully let her guard down, even if she wanted to. So yeah, I mean, there we go. That's the whole Carol controlling her all her life. She's never allowed to do what she wants to do. I don't even think she wanted to go to St. Andrew at first. I think she wanted to go to, is it Edinburgh or something? University of Edinburgh. I think that's where she wanted to go. And Carol was like, no, you're going to St. Andrew. Because she's the one that had it all planned out for Kate. Continues to read the article. It's true that when she speaks in her carefully modulated voice, coached with the help of the late Anthony Gordon Lennox. Oh, so she had a voice coach. And it says the late Anthony Gordon Lennox, and he's not around anymore. Rest in peace. Old Etonian nephew of the Duke of Richmond. Friends say that Kate's accent became posher. So this girl, it's like she's been this project of her mother's since her birth, it seems. So when she got to Marlborough, the accent became posher because see, I don't really understand um the whole thing when people tell me that Kate is trying to do a posh accent. I don't know because I'm not British, so I don't know. A British person would have to tell me that yeah, the accent doesn't sound authentic. Now, the issue for me with Kate is not so much her accent, it's the fact that I don't understand what the hell she's saying. I don't understand what she's trying to say. It's like it's just kind of garbled. It sounds kind of glitchy. Anyway, so I guess we have to attribute that to the late Anthony Gordon Lennox, who was apparently her speaking coach. All right, okay, so Kate had a speaking coach. So anyway, so the posture at Marlborough, and that now she sounds even more plummy than William. Wow. She says all the right things and more often prefers to be called Catherine. Oh, wow. So it was way back then. That's interesting. So way back, it was all the way back when they had just met, apparently. It looks like when she was still at Marlborough, maybe. I don't know. What are they saying? I guess when she just met William. Yep. It says, and now that she sounds even more plummy than William, she says all the right things and more often prefers to be called Catherine. But where is the passion? Maybe this is a defense against appearing like Diana. Oh, for goodness gracious me. Why is she constantly trying to compare herself to Diana? Why is she in some kind of competition with this dead woman? Basically, I mean, this woman is Kate will never be Diana. Kate will never be Princess Diana. But anyway, she apparently the whole Princess of Wales thing, her insistence on being called Catherine, this goes way, way back, which means that every time she reads uh, the name Kate Middleton in the press, it must drive her a little bit nuts. And this has been going on for years because no matter how hard she tries, the press continues to refer to her as Kate Middleton, and then her fans they lose it completely when you call her Kate Middleton. It's like chill out. It's just the name. Okay, but where is the passion? Maybe this is a defense against appearing like Diana, Princess of Wales, who put the firm's backs up by being over emotional, volatile, vulnerable, and skittishly complex. Okay, so according to this writer, Diana's issue with the firm, because it says who put the firm's backs up by being over emotional. Diana was I don't think Diana was over emotional at all. I don't think she was over emotional. I think it's just that you're not allowed to be emotional, apparently. If you're a member of this family, you're not allowed to show any emotion. And I guess that's part of the reason why Kate behaves the way she does, because I feel she's such an enigma. Nobody knows who she is. She's been playing a part for, I don't know when she was ever really herself. It goes all the way back to her St. Andrew days. And I just think her mom really did pulled a momager thing on her. Okay. No, but it says, but God, she was loved for it. So Yeah, so they're criticizing Princess Diana here. They're saying she was over emotional, she was volatile. Was Princess Diana volatile? What do you think? Do you think Princess Diana was volatile? I don't think so. This is just more um, inflammatory rhetoric intended to try to recast her as some kind of flighty, you know, unstable person. Diana was the most stable person in the royal family. Vulnerable and skittishly complex. So I guess if you're a human being, then that makes you skittish or something. I don't know. I don't know what she's trying to say here. And vulnerable. So we know that you're not allowed to be vulnerable. We know you're not allowed to be vulnerable when you are a part of this family because Diana was vulnerable and we saw what happened to her. They deliberately upset Diana and then called her unstable. Yes, exactly. They were gaslighting her. They were totally gaslighting her. And that's why she got out. That's why she had to get out. She had to get out and they punished her. They punished her for getting out. And that's what they're trying to do with Harry right now. That is exactly what they're trying to do with Harry. All right, so publicly, Kate may not inspire Lady Di levels of adoration. Well, at least she even had to admit that. But she certainly has a following. Yes, she does have a following, a big one. And as time has gone on, the other royals have developed great respect for her because she's doing the job so well. But she's doing the job so well. And what is that exactly? Why is she doing the job so well? Because she's not creating any controversy. She's not causing any friction. She's not creating any ripples. She's just being perfectly mute and ornamental. Is that their definition of doing the job well? Because what is Kate's job? Can somebody tell me what Kate's job is, please? Does anybody know what her job description is? What is she expected to do in this role? Because I don't think she knows what she's expected to do in this role. Okay, let's see what else we got here. She doesn't create press headaches or court scandal, which, given everything else that is going on, is an almighty relief, says a courtier. So these courtiers, these little, men in gray suits, they're really behind this whole shebang here, folks. Her loyalty has been noted and duly rewarded. In 2018, the Queen bestowed on her granddaughter-in-law the Royal Family Order. What the hell is that? That just sounds like a participation trophy. Granddaughter-in-law the Royal Family Order. What is that? Is that like a little shiny badge or something? Okay. One of the highest orders that the monarch can bestow upon a female member of the royal family. This is undoubtedly well deserved. So, in one instance, she's praising Kate, and then in the next sentence, she she drops another bombshell about Kate. Not everyone is pro Kate. He goes on to say, it's no secret that the royal sisters-in-law never got on. Okay. Yeah, we know that. I don't think that she ever pulled Meghan under her wing and said, I'll show you the ropes, says a friend. Catherine and William were very circumspect from the beginning about Meghan, which hurt and incensed Harry. Okay. William rightly cautioned, this is her language, William rightly cautioned Harry to slow the relationship down. Now, what the hell does William have? William has no business cautioning anybody about anyone's relationship. Okay. William isn't exactly a model of a working, functional, successful relationship. I mean, all his dalliances have been alcohol fueled, it would seem, at least to me. Or what does this say? People are saying Kate obsesses and fixates on specific women like Jennifer Jason Leigh's character. Yeah, that's an old movie from the 90s. I should do one of these movie parallels based on that movie. Yeah, and something, it's not just Megan. She does fixate on other women. I feel like she's never really been allowed to express her own identity. And I think this might just be like a kind of out for her, maybe a kind of escape to kind of latch onto, she'll find a woman who is um I guess let me see, well known, or well regarded, well admired, famous for whatever reason, and then she'll secretly admire the person from a distance, and then suddenly she'll start to like try to copy them. And I think that there's a little bit of pathology in there. I think it's as a result of her being stunted emotionally from a very early age by her mother, because her mother pretty much molded her. Okay, I'm going to continue. I'm just going to finish this up real quick because there's some more really juicy stuff in here, guys. I don't know how long you have tonight. Then there was an incident at the wedding rehearsal. Another friend of the Cambridges claimed it was a hot day, and apparently there was a row over whether the bridesmaids should wear tights or not. Kate, following protocol, felt that they should. Megan didn't want them to. The photographs suggest that Megan won. Kate, who has impeccable manners, sought the opportunity to put Megan in her place. What place is that? Reprimanding her for speaking imperiously to her Kensington Palace staff. In the palace, you hear numerous stories of the staff saying so and so is a nightmare and behaves badly, but you never hear that about Kate. Well, of course, you're not going to hear that about Kate, because Kate doesn't do anything. Kate's staff has the easiest job. They just have to wait for her to wake up at 10 a.m. It's not much that they have to do. Prepare her gym clothes. Then she spends the next 6 hours working out in the gym. And then she I don't even know what she's eating, or if she's eating anything at all, because she's clearly going to the gym. You can see that she lifts weights. She's very athletic. She has a very athletic build. And I've heard it said in the past that that's probably where her talents are in athletics, but she was never allowed to express that. She was never allowed to express her true self. Unfortunately for her. All right. So anyway, so I guess this was the time when they were accusing Megan of bullying the Kensington Palace staff, right? Because Megan, silly Megan, actually thought that they were there to do some work. And she was like, listen, I'm going to send you some 5 a.m. emails because we have a job to do, and this is what you're going to do. And they're not used to that. They're not used to somebody assigning them tasks, because Kate's not really doing anything. Let's just be real here. And then they started some rumor that she's difficult and that she's a bully. It's just anyway. So Kate keeps her staff, whereas Megan. Oh, so that's that whole thing they started about how Megan doesn't keep staff, and Kate's and this and that. Kate's loyalty extends to a coterie of friends that is incredibly small, tight knit, and long standing. Really? Who is Kate's coterie of friends? Does anybody know who Kate's coterie of friends is? because I've never seen her. I maybe like in her college days or something, but have you actually seen her with another, with a female friend? I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't know. But then again, they're living this ultra secretive life. Now she's up in Forest Lodge, you know, she's locked herself up in some fortress over there. They've spent a fortune on security and all this um stuff for privacy up there in Windsor Great Park. What for? I don't know. I don't know why Kate needs 150 acres of a security buffer zone. Does anybody know? Can anybody tell me? Kate is one of us. Wait, where is it? No, no, no. Okay, yeah. So a coterie of friends that is incredibly small, tight knit, and long standing. Yet you never see her out lunching with girl. So this is what I'm talking about. She'll Pastor Nat. She makes it seem like she's praising her, and in the next sentence, she tells you the real deal here. So you never see her out lunching with girlfriends. That's because she has no girlfriends. She's not a girl's girl. As we did Diana, packed giggling on the steps of San Lorenzo. Her group, on the face of it, appears more staid or cautious. Kate is one of us in the sense that all her friends are Sloanes and aristocrats. What's a Sloane? Who can tell me what a Sloane is? Is that like that's a posh area in London or something? Is that what that is? I don't know. I'm not from there. I don't know. Says one of her group. She's very much decided that that's her tribe, even though she wasn't actually born into that background. So yeah, of course we know she decided that's her tribe. Commendably, she's kept her girlfriends from Marlborough, including Amelia Jardine, Patterson, and blah, 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 blah. Okay. I don't want to get into all of that. I want to get to the part where they were talking about where they call them the Wisteria Sisters. Anyway, we know about that already. So let's move on, shall we? All right, so what else am I going to talk about? What else do I have on the agenda here? Don't worry, guys. I'm going to get it together. Just need a little bit more practice here. So there's another. What am I going to talk about here? Oh, yeah. So the next clip, I'm going to show you this clip. This was when she went to this thing here, the what do you call it? The Anna Freud Center. Did you see that? She visited some, what was that? Some early childhood center. All right, I'm gonna find the clip here. I thought I already had it. Oh, I think I do. Do I have it? Yeah, I do. I do. Hold on. It's in this folder. Yeah, it's one of these. Hold on. Yeah, her friends are her kids and her parents. And that's the thing. I'm going to talk about that a little bit later. I don't want to get sidetracked right now. Okay, is this it one?
Rest assured, folks.
No. What is that? No, that looks like one of my old videos there. That's not the one. I'm going to take that off. Okay. Oh, wait, I think I can take this off. Bear with me, guys. I'm still new to this, okay? Yeah, let's find it here. Video file. And then, where is it? I should have labeled these. I know. I should have labeled it, and I didn't. Is this the one where she went today, or yesterday, or day before? Something. There it is. Yeah, I'm gonna mute it because it's not saying anything anyway. Did you guys see this where she went to this thing here? course, the press is like, I don't know what this is. Yeesh. Get rid of that now. I don't need that anymore. Okay, where else? There's something else I wanted to show you here. This is not easy, guys. This is kind of hard. It really is. Oh, it says the screen is dark. Oh no. All right. Well, hold on. It wasn't really showing that much anyway. I'm gonna show you the right thing here. You know what? Before I do that, let me see. Bear with me. Give me a second here. I'm gonna get it together. All right, what's this? Let's see. No, that's not the one. Is it this one? Oh, this one is. All right. We're going to get to that story. That story is crazy. All right. I'm going to. Let's just the one where she is that this one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right here. All right. I'm going to share it right now. I'm going to share the screen with you guys. I'm going to treat this like it's Zoom or something. Will be much easier. Let me remove that. Remove that. I don't need it right now. Okay. Where are we? Is it this one? Yeah, this is the one. Can you see? All right. Add to this page. Are you able to see it, guys? Do you see this video that I am playing right now on the screen? Let me check my phone to see if I can see it. That's one way to know. Oh, here. Oh, no. All right, hold on. I got it. Let me see. I'm going to figure this out. I am going to figure this out. What is this? Oh, okay. I see. What is this? Let me turn down the volume. Okay, so there are 38 of you here. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining. And let me take the time to thank, I want to thank a few people. But if you want, I can save the thanks to the end of the live stream so we can just, try to pack in as much stuff as we can to, because believe me, I really do have a lot of stuff planned here tonight for you guys. All right, so yeah, I see it. You see it, right? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and play it. So I took the volume down, but let me know if you hear the volume. Do you hear the volume? All right, I'm gonna play that back a little bit more. Complex, actually having a skills like this in family life, home life. What did she just say? Something? Did anybody understand what she just said? Like it. I feel like she. Oh, you don't see the picture, Susie? No. Does everybody else see the picture? I don't know. I don't know why I have it here. You want to check again to see if you don't see the picture? It's a video overlay that I'm playing here. Let me get rid of this banner. Okay, you can see. All right, so maybe it's something else. Let me get rid of this banner here. Okay, so I'm gonna play it back, and I want you to tell me, what did she say? What did she say? You've got to know these things at a very young age.
and create to make people more aware. Even if having relations, we have
complex actually having the skills like this rooted in family life, home life.
Does anybody understand what she said? This is the problem with her because she does not. It's blank, but may just. Oh, probably. Okay, well, I'm sorry about that. I really, really love for you guys to actually see the images. But anyway, I'm probably gonna format this into a video later on anyway to make sure that you know, those of you who are not able to see the videos, you're able to see it when I republish it as a video. Okay, does anyone understand what she said? This is the issue. This is my issue with her. Okay, I'm not trying to be mean here, but this is supposed to be like her life's work, her raison d'être, you know, but you can't understand what she's really talking about. And I don't know if it's an articulation issue. You know, I've worked with children all my career, these, you know, special needs children who have articulation issues. So I kind of detect that um there might be a little bit of something like that going on there. Holy shit. I'm sorry guys. I have to charge my computer. Hold on one second. I just realized that it's off the charger and the battery is now on the blink, which would be tragic if we were to end the live stream that way. Okay, so there we go. Crisis averted. Okay. So, yeah, it's like, you know, she can't really articulate herself very well. And I don't know if it's a speech issue or if it's just a lack of interest in whatever it is that she's talking about. And I think it's actually a combination of both. And William isn't much better. These two, they are so made for each other in so many ways, it's not even funny. But anyway, I'm going to continue the video. For those of you who can see it, those of you who can't see it, I'll just, you know, when I'll just reformat it later on. I hope I'm recording this thing so I can do that. Crap, I don't even think I was recording it. All right, anyway, let's continue.
Yeah, very nice to meet you.
Kate Middleton champions youth well-being in latest visit to charity Anna Freud. Okay. Is that what also that's what she was talking about then? She's championing youth well-being. Okay.
Yes. So I'm and then we've got
There's actually been alright. The older ones are older, so they.
Okay. All right. I had to stop right here. Thank you so much, all honey. Appreciate that so much. Okay, I am stopping the video here because I want you to take a look at something. Take a look at how she's handling this child's hand. I know it's a freeze frame right now. I'm gonna play it again, and I know it's this kind of vertical thing. I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to see clearly. Let me play it a little bit more to see if you can see. Okay, look at how she's. It's just. First of all, okay, this image is so loaded. It's just giving, find me a black baby, put him front and center. Um, let me show that I'm not racist, because these are one of the accusations against her. I mean, I don't know for sure. What is it? They said that she was the one that made the statement about Archie, which is so silly because the child came out whiter than white, or some of them said it was Charles. Nobody accused Camilla. Camilla's like, nah, I'm out of it. Like, you know, don't bring me into this. But I don't know. Ever since then, she's like, I don't know. Maybe I'm reading into it too much, but take a look at how she's holding this child's hand. It's just so performative. It's like she's at the market and she's handling uh, a peach on a pile of fruit or something, tossing it around in her hand to see if it's she should buy it. Take a look.
See that already?
Look at that. It's like, come on, Kate. It's just so fake. It's so phony. It is so freaking phony. This is why nobody wants to hear anything from these people. This is why nothing that they do is resonating with the public, with it, because you can tell when something is authentic. You can tell when something is genuine. You can tell when something is meaningful. You can tell when something is fake. All right, I'm gonna continue to play this because this was kind of. I have to be honest. I was a little bit unsettled. It's like, put the child's head. She's just fondling this little baby's hand, and at one point, the baby kind of yanked his hand out of her hand. Let me see if it's gonna play here. Did you see that? Hold on, let me see. The child kind of.
See that already?
Oh, this one didn't show it. Yeah, do you see that? Look at even the baby is like, unhand me. All right, hold on. I'm gonna play it again. This is too funny. Look at this. Child is like, the baby is like, come on me. All right, all right, all right. Okay, one last time. I know I'm silly, guys. I'm silly. Look at this. Okay, I'll be back. I have to run to the bathroom. I thought I had a I'll be back banner here. I guess not. All right, let me create one. Oh yeah, I have it right here. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. All right, so enough of that silliness.
Yeah.
Second chance.
All right. Okay. So that was her visit to the Anna Freud Center. And, she was wearing this dress. It looks like it's a repeat, actually. I have a picture of that here somewhere. Let me see. Yeah, here we go. Let me know if you can see this. It's giving, oh God, what's your little is her little doggy's name? It's not giving the natural response when people have when they see babies of can I hold them cheap? Exactly. It's not very maternal. It's so performative. It's like that day when she was she and William went. Do you remember that, guys? She and William went to some field trip for kids at was it the Natural History Museum or something, and the rain started falling, and Kate was looking like, what the hell am I going to do here? Like, she had never seen rain fall before. She was like, it was giving, she's an alien, and what are these things on, is this called rain? What do I do? Do I stay? Do I go? Let me just grin mechanically. That's what I'll do. I'll just grin mechanically. I'm going to find a picture of that here. Hold on. Uh, Kate caught in the rain. Oh, that's probably going to give me like another Kate. Ah, yes, here is the article. It was so ridiculous. I know I should have pictures in my archive here. Anyway, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. That day when she got caught in the rain and she was, wait a second, I know it's here somewhere. I'm gonna, just to refresh your memories. No, I have it here. Let me see. Go into this file. Where is it? You know what? It's gonna take a long time. I know I have it in here somewhere. I probably have it here. Hold on. Yeah, it was bizarre. I'm gonna find it in a second. Ah, here we go. Here we go. This one, this one. Yeah, these three here. Okay, and then let me them here. Yeah. Does that work? Let's see. No, it didn't work. All right. Put it first in the. Oh, Well, did I send it yet? I don't know. They're all here, so let me put them in here. This one and this one. And then, oh, yeah, here we go. More. Add to file. Okay, here we go. All right, before I talk about this picture right here, because I don't know, I think this picture best captures whatever the heck is going on here. First of all, take a look at this. It's like um it's so staged. And I'm going to talk about that a little bit later. Everywhere she goes, the press is there. Like here we have all of these people here. These are not fans. These are not passers-by. These are all press people. The people in the background here. Everything, every visit is so carefully scheduled and planned with the press, in coordination with the press. All of her visits. And that's what makes the claims about her getting treatment. Anyway, I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. Let me just go back to this picture here that I was talking about. Do you remember this picture? When she was at the environmental center, or what was it? No. They closed the environmental center actually. This was a visit to the Natural History Museum. She and William went, and then the rain started falling, and she had no idea what to do. These are not even the best pictures of from that day when she was grinning like a crazy person. All right, let me go back to this. Let's talk about Kate's anorexia here. Now, this is a sensitive topic. What do you all think? What do you all think here? Do you think this girl has some serious issues here? Well, we know she has serious issues. I mean, am I overreacting here? Like this is just kind of, it's like Karen Carpenter. It's giving, it doesn't look healthy. It's extreme. It's extreme. And here's the thing, if anything happens to her, if anything happens to Kate, like we find out that she collapsed or something because she went into organ failure from lack of food, self-enforced malnutrition or something. I'm going to tell you who's going to be to blame here. It's not just going to be all these people, all her family, her so-called family. That's, what are they doing to help her? They're not doing anything to help her. She is so determined to be better than Diana. She is in this big competition with Diana. And the thing is, Diana also had issues with bulimia. I'm going to find that picture for you. Where is it? Diana. I'm going to come up with a reliable system here, guys. Bear with me. I had it right here. Is it this one? Can't really see right now. Anyway, it's a headline that talks about Princess Diana's bulimia. And Diana was very open about her struggles with bulimia. And she talked about how she felt a loss of control. These people were not nice to her. She knew her husband was cheating on her the whole time, and this is how she acted out on herself. She was very frustrated because she's stuck in this repressed, um, cloistered, insular, inbred family, and they want her to behave, like a mannequin, to have no voice, no opinion, no nothing. And Kate is like, okay, I can do that. This is why she cannot be compared to Princess Diana. Okay, Princess Diana had the guts to say, listen, this is what's happening to me. I'm suffering here. I'm going through something terrible. Kate is never going to admit that, because this looks to me like somebody who needs to go back to rehab. Is that where she was last year when she was missing for 6 months? And they claimed that she was at, what did they say she was at, the Marsden Clinic? Remember that, guys? Kate claimed that she was at the Marsden Clinic last year. I have that video file here. I have to show you that because it was so ridiculous. Let's see if I can find it. I remember that Megan would never let kids get sick. No, of course she wouldn't. Diana talked about her problems. Why is Kate afraid to talk? Exactly. William is stopping her. Guys, if you stick around, I have a lot of stuff I want to show you guys. You know me. I'm gonna find it. If there's something that's gonna, activate my demented imagination, I am going to find it and I'm going to show it to you. So I have a lot of stuff to show to you guys tonight. So I don't know how late you plan to be up. We're going to be here for a while. Okay. All right. So let me find the file. What was I looking for again? Oh, yeah. Marsden Clinic. Oh, hold up 1 second. I know I had it here. I had it lined up here. Is this the one? Yeah, because let's see. I really wish I could preview these things before I actually put it up there. I don't want to put the wrong clip up there and then confuse you people. I think that's what I'm going to do. Hold on 1 second. No, that's the same Anna Frying thing. What's this one? The one again. Oh, yeah, I think this is the one. This is the one. Yeah, this was actually one of my videos here. Hold on. How am I gonna? I'm not able to crop this. Can I crop it first? Let me see. I should have done that yesterday, but I did not. All right. I'll play it anyway. I don't care. Which one is that? Okay. Okay. Here we go. This one, right? Yeah.
Rest assured, folks, yours truly hitting.
All right, hold on. What is this? Wait a second. Yeesha. No, I need to. Can you guys see it? You can look at her and see she's not well. Yes. Diana developed bulimia after Charles said she was getting too. Yes, Diana did say that, Charles. Can you imagine Diana chubby? Diana was never chubby. And apparently, William mocked Kate at some point as well, when she was looking more healthy. William mocked her, told her she was getting fat too. So that's apparently one of the many torments that the wives of the Windsors have to go through. Um, okay, how am I going to do this? I really wanted to play this thing for you guys. Let's see. Bear with me. Nah, I can't go this way because it's gonna. Can I do it this way? Why not? I'm gonna get used to this, guys. Don't worry. I am going to become such a pro at this. I just have to practice doing this more. Just have to practice. All right, just one clip. I'm gonna play for you. Let me crop this and then. And that's it. Export the file. Shouldn't take too long. It's very fast. So, how are we doing tonight? What did we eat for Thanksgiving? Everybody enjoyed the turkey? Nobody choked on any dry turkey? My turkey came out fabulous. All right, here we go. It's done. And yeah, that wasn't too painful. I'm going to remove this. No, I'm going to remove this. And let's find it here. There it is, right here. Here we go.
Rest assured, folks, yours truly
Get rid of this one.
hitting
What's this?
hospital staff
Hold on,
acting
I'm gonna play it again.
like they're just seeing her for the first time.
All right.
So much for being a regular.
The Princess of Wales was treated at your hospital in secret. Nobody knew that she was going there, and everybody's cancer experience is different. Some people like to keep their diagnosis and their treatment details to themselves. Others find solace in talking and sharing their experience. She didn't have the luxury of choice, really. And I just want to get a sense of what it was like to be there.
Really? Did anybody really believe this BS report that came out early this year in January? Because nobody really talked about this, everybody just assumed that, oh yeah, okay, who's gonna argue with somebody that says they have cancer? Who's gonna argue with somebody that says they have cancer? Nobody's gonna do that. You have to be crazy to do that, right? This is how they are gaslighting us. It's manipulation is what it is. They're trying to shut people up. They don't want people talking about them. They're trying to hide something, because look, if you are one of these people are going to say, oh, look at Kate. Let me pull that up again. Where is it? So many people, whenever people talk about her alarming thinness, invariably you're going to find somebody who's going to be like, oh, but she had cancer. Oh, but that's what happens. It's the cancer. Don't come to me with that bullshit. Okay, you are entitled to your own opinion, and I am entitled to my own opinion. And I think the story is bullshit. Okay, I think the story is. Why do I think the story is bullshit? Why do I think the story is bullshit? Because they kept changing the story. Right? They kept changing the story, and they want to tell us that the whole time last year, when nobody could find this girl, okay, nobody knew where she was. There's this. Listen, this is how this channel started. Okay. Nobody knew where this girl was. And then early this year, she's going to come out and claim that she was going to this hospital all of last year. Does anybody really believe that? No, I want to know from people in the comments. Does anybody really believe that she went to this hospital? I'm going to play the clip for you again because I really think it's an incredible piece of propaganda that has been overlooked. Not enough people are talking about this. I want you to look at take this off for a second. I want you to look at this lady's face right here. Do you see my cursor moving around this lady right here? Let me know if you see what I'm talking about, because I still have no idea what I'm doing here. I'm even surprised that I got this thing to work because it's so confusing. Okay, all right, the lady with the glasses. All right, the lady with the glasses. Thanks, Heal My Roots. Thank you so much, Heal My Roots. I really appreciate it. So this lady with the glasses is supposed to be the CEO of this hospital right here, the Marsden Clinic. And what's interesting to note about the Marsden Clinic is that William and Kate are both patrons of this hospital. What does that mean to be a patron of a hospital? What does that mean? Does that mean that you give them money? Can somebody answer that question for me, please? What does it really mean? I don't know. What does it mean to be a patron of an organization? Can somebody tell me? Does that mean that you give the organization money? What does it mean? Are you, I don't know. What's the benefit of being of an organization having Prince and Princess of Wales as their patron? What does it mean? What does it mean? Does that mean it's money, right? So basically, William and Kate paid off this hospital to publish, to tell some reporter, the blonde over here, with her eyes all Botoxed up into the stratosphere. She and Kate must go to the same doctor. Oh, okay. Thank you, Slow Jive. So a patron of a hospital helps to raise money for the charity. So money is involved, right? Right? Money is involved. From Google, a patron of an organization is an influential individual who supports it through their name and prestige. I have a feeling that they're getting a little bit more than name and prestige from William and Kate. Now, look at this woman's face, the reporter, the one, not the reporter, the CEO, the one with the glasses on, and tell me her face doesn't read, tell me her face doesn't read, why am I going along with this bullshit? She also got an award from the what do they call it, an MBE, from those the investiture ceremony things, the one where William was swaying back and forth like he was drunk out of his mind. The investiture ceremony. She got an award at one of these investiture ceremonies. And now she's the CEO of the hospital, of which William and Kate are patrons. And now I guess they set up this thing where they got this journalist over here doing this kind of fake interview. It's also obviously such a setup. It's such an obvious setup. I'm going to let you listen to this thing again. It's just ridiculous. Here.
In secret, nobody knew that she was going there.
That's what they said. It was in secret. She was going to that Marsden hospital in secret, guys. Does that make sense? Really? She was going there in secret. And apparently, the paper said it was through the back door or something like that. Do you guys remember that? Do you guys remember that? She was sneaking in through the back door. They really expect us to believe that bullshit. They really. I lost both my parents to cancer. Kate didn't have cancer. She's still. Yes, I agree with you, uniquely me. I 100% agree with you. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. You know, look, if I'm wrong, I'm not the kind of person to just not say anything and just pretend like I never said anything. I will apologize if I'm wrong about this. Okay? Because nobody is perfect. Nobody is right all the time. People can make mistakes. But I don't think that this is a mistake on my part. I don't believe this. I don't believe that Kate. I don't know anything about what happened last year because it's so obviously this big cover up, and we don't know why exactly what exactly it is that they're covering up, but they're covering something up. And yeah, the regular response is that okay, yeah, their marriage is done. It's a little more than that. It's more than that. All right, so I'm gonna finish playing this. Tell me, I want you to look at the lady in the glasses and just look at her face and tell me she does not feel abject horror and shame. She's probably wishing and praying that nobody ever watches this clip. I'm going to play it again.
And everybody's cancer experience is different. Some people like to keep their diagnosis and their treatment details to themselves.
Look at her.
Others find solace in talking. And
look at her. Look at her face. Look at her face. She's not saying anything. You notice that? She's like, okay, yeah, all right. She's just nodding her head. Okay, yeah, yeah.
Sharing their experience. She didn't have the luxury of choice, really. And I just want to get...
so smug. So smug. She didn't have the luxury of choice. Kate doesn't have the luxury of choice. Really? Kate Middleton doesn't have the luxury of choice. Her mouth is pulled so tightly as if she is trying to swallow her words. Exactly. Look at her face, so taut. Look at those eyes. That's guilt. Listen, you know how to read energy. You know how to read people's faces. You don't just rely on words. You have to look at all the body language experts, aren't they? Don't they love to drag out all these body language experts? Where are the body language experts? Tell me this woman's body language isn't screaming guilt, shame.
A sense of what it was like to be there today, because you saw her sitting with patients, going through similar treatments to those that she would have had in similar rooms to the one she was in. And I just want to get a sense of the shared experience.
Look at her face. She still can't say anything. Wouldn't she be... I don't know. Wouldn't she be interjecting? And if she actually, if she knows the story is a true story, maybe she would have a little anecdote about what happened. I don't know. This is screaming somebody just being told to sit and nod about something. And in any case, let me go back to this thing here, this picture. So look, all these people that you see behind Kate right here, all these people you see behind Kate, these are not fans. These are all press. This is press pool. These are all reporters. So every time she goes to these engagements, she makes sure to tell the press that she's going to be there. So why then? So we're supposed to believe that she was sneaking in through the back door of the hospital, that she didn't want the press there. But everywhere she goes, she's inviting the press. This is not, nobody came hard. I don't know. I want to say nobody because there was a woman with a shopping cart apparently who was there. I'm imagining she just happened to be there. Nobody is coming out to see these people. Nobody's coming out to see these people. And the thing is, this is the earlier version of Kate, legacy version Kate, people people wanted to see her. People would come out to see her. But this version 2.0, it's like nobody, like, who is this person? I can't tell you how many people send me messages telling me that, this is not the real Kate, there's a clone. Um, Something happened to her, and this is a duplicate, or I don't know. It just sounds really, really crazy to me. It's science fiction, and this is her. I don't know what happened to her. I don't know what happened to her. Something traumatic happened. Something crazy happened. I'm going to get into that. I have a picture I want to show you guys that I came across a couple of days ago. So anyway, moving on. These people are insane. The head of the hospital is smirking. She certainly is. Exactly. Yeah. Yep. She doesn't say anything. She doesn't say anything. And her face is just riddled with guilt. All right, what's the next thing here I wanted to talk about now? All right. The next item on the agenda, I'm going to take this off because I think we've heard enough. I'll find the picture here for you. Sometimes I wonder if I was able to. I didn't get all the pictures that I needed. You know what? I could prepare and never get started. Sometimes you just have to get started and just let the chips fall where they may. All right, let me find this thing here for you guys. Yeah, this is a good one right here. Okay, I found it. Let me put this in the trash. I don't need this anymore. Put this here. Go back to this one, and this one, and this one. There's another really cool one too of him and Jason. Yeah, the point I was gonna make before I got sidetracked is, if anything happens to her, the fault is partly going to lie with the media, with the press, because they are just pretending like everything is okay. Every article about her is about, how elegant she is and how wonderful she is and how great she is and how beautiful she is, and what she's, what brand she wore. Even though earlier this year she told everybody she didn't want you talking about her clothes anymore. Remember that? She said she didn't want anyone talking about her clothes anymore. But I guess she changed her mind or something, because it looks like she must have stepped into it when she said that. Somebody spoke to her and then she backtracked and claimed that she never said that. Remember? And she pinned the blame all on this reporter, Roya Nika. And I have the story lined up here. But let me finish putting up these pictures here so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Here we go. There's that one. Next one. Bear with me here. Where are we? Okay, here we go. Oh, it's in this file. Why did I think it was over there? This one and one more. And I think this one. All right. This guy, Jason. What's going on with this guy? Who's got the deets on this guy right here? Now, take a look at this guy. Take a look at this guy, folks. Do you know what I see? The first time I saw this guy, I think he was actually in the employ of the Sussexes at one point, before he quickly changed showed his where his allegiances lied, because he works for Kensington Palace, and at one point the Sussexes were a part of Kensington Palace, so he was, they were all under his communications umbrella, so to speak. Right. So, but now he belongs entirely to William. This is William's guy right here. Okay. It says an American at the palace. So where is he from? I think he's from, is it Texas or Ohio or something? I'm not sure. But the first time I saw this guy, I was like, my gaydar just went. Does anybody else have gaydar? Put a 1 in the chat if you have gaydar. Put a 1 in the chat if you have gaydar. My gaydar went off when I saw this guy. Look at this guy and tell me your gaydar isn't spinning off the charts right now. This guy looks about as flaming as a hot Cheeto. Okay. I came across this clip. I'm going to show you the clip right now. And then we're going to talk about a little bit of analysis. I'm going to get into a little bit of analysis. I have a theory here about what Kate's role is. I think I asked that question earlier tonight. What is Kate's role? What is her job? What is her role? I think that presently her role is to provide cover for William. That's what I think. I think her role is to provide cover for William and Jason, or William and his unusual, well, I don't want to say unusual, but his all right, you know what I'm trying to say. Okay. So let's get on with it. So it says Duke and Duchess of Cambridge hire RBS spin doctor Jason Nauf. And so spin doctor it is. William I think appointed him the CEO of Earthshot. Which, like, what does he have to do? Just call up a couple of celebrities each year and just beg them to come and do a photo op. Anybody can do that job, right? That's not why he's hired. He's hired, just like it says right here, he's hired to be their spin doctor. American PR guru. So he was known to be a PR guru. And he looks quite young here. So I guess he's has a lot of experience in I don't know, what am I? Well, I guess in propaganda for I don't know. What am I trying to say? He is what is the term? There's a term. A fixer? Is that what it is? He's a fixer? American PR guru Jason Nauf joins royal household as Duke and Duchess of Cambridge and Prince Harry's new communication secretary. So we know that, look, this guy definitely did not have the Sussexes in his best interest, in their best interest. Okay. This is William's guy. Yes, proclivities. I'm going to show you another picture here. Can you see this picture? Where is it? Yeah, here we go. Something about these two. Something about these two. There's, dare I say, there's chemistry here. There's another really good picture where they're sitting together, and William just, you never seen William look that happy. You just never seen him so happy. William never looks this happy around Kate. Never. All right, I'm going to find a picture. Hold on. Yeah, this is the this is the one right here. Okay, I'm gonna do a quick screenshot, and you're gonna see. Listen, when I am determined to find a certain image that's going to convey a particular message, I am determined more than ever to furnish you with that image, because a picture speaks 1,000 words. And while I will maintain that all my opinions are my own, I do rely solely on material fact. All right, so I'm going to put this here. No, 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 what did I do? What did I do? Let me try that again. Put this here. Uh-huh. Now, add it here. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Where are you? There we go. There we go. It's loading. Stand by, guys. Kate is a beard, yes. I said that too about Kate Minicover from Will and Jason, but I also think something is hidden about Kate's real desires. Her fixation on Megan and other women is telling, if you know what I mean. Well, yeah, and I don't think that Megan is the first woman that she's behaved that way toward. I'm sure that if anybody ever got a chance to speak with some of her Marlboro classmates, they'll probably have a lot of interesting stories to tell about Kate. Kate has a reputation for being bland, but I actually think she is fascinating. I'm serious. The fact that she's living this kind of, she has this kind of, there's this duality about her. There's the Kate that she presents to the world through the media, where she tries to portray herself as angelic and perfect, and nothing is out of place, and she's doing everything by the book kind of thing, all the protocol and all that stuff. And then there's the real Kate, the one that's kind of the freaky deaky Kate, the one that used to pull her pants down and show her bare ass. Who the fuck does that, by the way? Who does that? I'm sorry. I'm not an American. I'm an American citizen, but I'm not a born American. I was born in Jamaica. Okay, I don't know if you can tell my accent. But nobody did this when I was going to school growing up. That's not something that even the wildest girls would do. Okay, who does that? Who thinks it's normal to pull? What do they call it? Mooning. I mean, that's why every time, the press starts talking all this nonsense about how she's so perfect and everything, I'm like, who are you trying to kid? Who are you trying to kid? Anyway, I don't even know how I got on that topic. Kate is a nasty piece of a woman. Is there something strange about William's eyes? His eyes always look sad or crazy. There's a lot going on with William, and I think a lot of it has to do with alcohol. I think he is addicted to substances. Kate may be addicted to substances. I don't know. Once again, let me just put this banner up here. Once again, show. These opinions are mine. Did I take it off? What the hell did I do? Is that there? Yeah. These are my opinions entirely. Please do not confuse opinions with facts. And I have to keep stressing that because some people don't know the difference. Some people don't understand the difference between an opinion and a fact. And they think, anyway, this is for entertainment purposes only. Now, that being said, I'm not going to make shit up. Okay, I'm going to give you my opinion. I'm going to give you my interpretation, but I'm not going to be out there, like one of these people creating these weird AI videos. I mean, I love AI. You're going to know when I use AI. I'm not going to try to hide it. But there are a lot of AI videos going around out there with, people playing out their fantasies about William and Kate, being so in love. And they're the most ridiculous looking things you've ever seen on the internet. And when you look at it, you can tell right away that it's AI. And then you read the comments and it's like everybody thinks it's real. Really? People really think those things are real. All right, hold on. Where are we? Kate pretends to be an introvert, but she loves attention. Yes, I agree. I agree with that, especially the attention of men. She is not a girl's girl. She is not a girl's girl. Kate is the type of woman that becomes threatened by other women who are attractive or, in her age group or her social circle. She's the type of woman to become threatened whenever she comes into contact with a woman that she sees as a potential rival for the attention of males, of men. Okay. I don't think, I think it's been going on for a while. I think there's obviously some kind of gag order. Nobody's allowed to say anything about her. I'm pretty sure she has classmates that have a lot of crazy stories about her. But I don't know if you remember, there was what was it? Yeah, when she went to Wimbledon one year and Roger Federer was there. You remember? And his wife was sitting next to him, and she could not control herself. She could not control herself. You could tell she was just so all goo goo gaga over Federer, and he could tell because I can read energy, and it's very easy to see the energy that was going on there. He felt uncomfortable because she was expressing the fact that she was attracted to him, and she just kept talking to him, and just it was obvious that she wanted his attention and his attention alone, because she saw his wife sitting there next to him and completely ignored Mirka, completely ignored his wife. And it was kind of embarrassing because you could see the people in the audience kind of looking like, whoa, what is she doing, So yeah, she definitely loves the attention of men. And I think that's why behind the scenes, she is behind a lot of these bot accounts. I think she's paying for a lot of bots. I think both her and William are paying for bots. And not only that, I think that they are paying for bots. They have their own bots. Okay? And their bots are competing with each other because William and Kate are competing with each other in that marriage. It's not a harmonious marriage where they're helping each other out and, celebrating each other's successes. There's no success to celebrate with the both of them, because together they're a match. William and Kate are undoubtedly a match, but they're a match made in hell, not a match made in heaven. They're a match made in hell. And they are not able to produce anything of quality. Their union, apart from their children, obviously apart from their children. And I'm going to talk a little bit, I want to go in a little bit, just a quick thing about the children real quick. You know, I feel a lot of concern and sympathy for Kate as a human being, if only for the fact that she has 3 small children. If only for the fact that she has 3 small children. Now, those children are just now entering, early adolescence, this kind of the same age that William and Harry were entering right before they lost their mom, right before they lost Princess Diana. And it looks like Kate is trying to follow in her footsteps. I don't know. Do you think that, I don't like to speculate on things like this, but strictly for entertainment purposes only, folks. But is history like about to repeat itself here? Because it would not surprise me one bit to hear that something happened to her, and something happened to her, because she's not healthy. Something's going on. She's not mentally healthy. Mentally, something is going on there, and it's also manifesting itself in her eating disorder, clearly. And it looks kind of serious, because she's skin and bones. Let me pull up that picture again. After hearing this, I no longer feel bad for her. What about the Roger Federer thing? You didn't know about that story? Wasn't there a story years ago that Kate tongue kissed a girlie? What? This is what? Like when she was around the age of 13 or 14? What? I don't know about that all, honey. Please drop the deets if you know anything. I don't know. I don't know about that. I'm not doubting you. But I'm not. I don't know anybody who is in the know. I don't live there. I'm not in their circle. So all I have to rely on is the press reports, and we know that they lie sometimes. Okay, so I don't know. It sounds plausible. I don't know. That's very, very interesting comment. I feel sorry for Kate. Her mother and British culture misled her. Yeah, but people they want to use her as the poster child for the quintessential English rose, right? And she doesn't seem to have any problem with this. She wants, this is what she wants. She clearly, is she trapped? Yeah, she's probably trapped, but I think she wants this too. She kind of likes this, I don't know. Maybe she doesn't see herself having any other purpose in life. I think her mother's influence was the root of her seeing other. Yes, I believe that too. Kate. Oh, wait, I can actually. Oh, I didn't know I can actually show your comments on the screen. Is that true, guys? Can I do that? If I press this little plus thing, is that gonna. Okay, let me take this off. I'm gonna try to do this. Really? You never heard the Federer story? Oh, okay. Did I have it in a video? I don't know now if I have it in a video or not. I have no idea. All right. I'll talk about it in the video, and I'll make a video about it. Let me see. No sympathy from me, girl. Kate, she could have a heart. Yes! Of course she could have a heart condition from an eating disorder. She could. you know, she could have a stroke if she's bulimic. If she's making herself throw up, she could have a stroke like Terry Schiavo. She could get a heart attack like Karen Carpenter. And what's going to happen to her kids? She's going to leave her three young children behind. And you know, these that's just I don't know. History repeating itself again. God forbid. God forbid. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I do feel sorry for her. I really do. I feel sorry for her, for the simple fact that she has three small children, and those children, they need their mom. They need their mom. Oh, so maybe I didn't talk about the federal thing then. Maybe years of verbal abuse from William could have started her. Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of pressure going on there. And there's a picture I want to show you too that I want to talk about later. Let me see if I have the picture saved here. I saw it on a Reddit group. What's the name of the Reddit group? The Kate Middleton Missing Reddit group. Do you guys follow that Reddit group? I'm gonna find this here. A lot of, juicy stuff on that group. Let's see if I have it in this phone. Oh, I'm definitely gonna share this picture too, because this one was crazy. All right, I'll talk about it later. I don't want to. I keep getting sidetracked, and I feel like this is gonna like go on for hours now. Okay, now I forgot what I was talking about originally. Let me go back to my notes here. Yeah, back to my hypotheses here. And that is that Kate's present job is to provide. Is Kate's present job, I'm going to form that in a question. Is Kate's present job in the royal family to provide cover for her husband, William, Prince of Wales, because of the fact that he may have homosexual tendencies? Okay, this is the thesis of my argument here. I just showed, here's a picture of them together. I think I have another picture here I want to show you where they look so happy together. Did I show you this one? Did you guys see this one here? Take a look at this picture here. Look at the two of them here. Look at that. Look at the two of them. Look at William's face. Do you ever see William this happy around Kate? Be honest. And look at what's his name, Jason. Tell me this isn't giving lavender. What do they call it? A lavender marriage or something with between he and Kate. But look at the two of them together. They're just no. It's like and almost, and they're sitting so close to each other. Like, what happened to that whole thing? Well, don't they have this thing about, royal protocol that you can't touch a royal, and, you have to maintain a certain distance or something? Do you see any distance between these two people here? Yeah. Jesus, because you're I didn't even catch that. That's true. Look at Jason's pinky. What is? Come on now. Come on now. Okay, let me move on here. I'm enjoying myself too much. All right, I wanted to show you this clip. And I came across this. I think it was on Twitter, or what do they call it now? X. Let me find the clip and give me 1 second here. No, that's not it. We'll talk about this one in a little bit. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Is this the one? Let me see. No, 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 not that. Hold on, I'm gonna find it. What's this one? Oh, that's the same thing. Did I send this clip over? I should have. All right, I'll send it over again. I'll send it over again. All right, bear with me here, folks. Bear with me, please. Yeah, it's a clip I want to show you. No, I have it here somewhere. Like, I recorded it yesterday, isn't it? No, not this one. This isn't it. Is it this one? No, that's not it. No, these are the clips I recorded for my... I'm going to find it. I am determined to find it because I got to play this for you. I saw this on X the other day, and it's an old clip apparently, but it's very, very telling. If I could just find it. Where is it? Let me go to videos. All photos. No, 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 no. I don't want all photos. I just want videos. All right. You know, while I'm looking for that, let me check the comment because I know I have it here. I know I have it here. You think Jason is Williams first? That's a very good question. No, that's what I wanted. That's why I want to find this clip, you know. And also, okay, so I'll find the clip, but since I have this one ready, let me talk about this first, and then I'll talk about the clip afterwards. But I wanted to talk about this. I'll find a clip and then I'll show it to you. Do you remember this, guys? Who remembers this? Here's another picture. Remember this? Look at Kate's face. Oh my God. If looks good, kill. Look at this one. Do you guys know where this is from? This is from their, I believe it was their not 2017, it was farther back than that. I have, you know what? I have the article here. I'm going to read the article for you, and then we're going to talk about this. This was when they went to Poland, and this was right after they got married. This was soon after they got married. And William and Kate went to Poland. They did one of their first official visits. And I think it was Poland, Warsaw, Poland or something. Here's the article. I found the article. And it's so hard to find like these kind of articles about them because they spend so much money on PR, on spin doctors and scrubbing the internet for them. You know, half the time you can't find an article that was written years ago if it portrays them in a negative light in any way at all. It's really ridiculous. Here it is. Princess Kate looked furious with Prince William. On rare occasions, she couldn't mask negative emotions, body language expert says. Oh, they sure do love their body language experts over there. I'm going to take a picture of the headline and show it to you, and then I'm going to read the story for you. Pretty sure I even sent this thing over already, but I just can't remember right now. No, I'm okay. All right. And now I'm going to add it right here. Where is it? Where is the picture I just sent over? Here. What did I do? Just drag it over into here, and there we go. And I'm going to pull it up right now. I'm going to read the article for you just a little bit. It was funny. It's a funny article. All right. Let me know if you can see the picture here. Here we go. Princess Kate looked furious. Princess Kate looked furious with Prince William. On rare occasions, she couldn't mask negative emotions. Body language expert says. Well, for once, the body language expert is good for something. All right, so I'm going to read it real quick. The Princess of Wales always seemed able to put whatever happened in her life on that day behind, and on that day behind, and what kind of writing is that? And show genuine interest in the people she meets and interacts with. Why does every article have to start with a preamble about how amazing and perfect and wonderful she is? Isn't that ridiculous? Don't you find that so ridiculous? Anyway, but according to one body language expert, there was just one occasion a handful of years ago when the then Duchess of Cambridge wasn't able to maintain a neutral expression. So let me show you the picture now. Where is it? I thought I just had the picture here. What happened to it? Oh, yeah, I have them right here. Okay, here we go. So this is the time that they're talking about, if you can see this. This is probably a better one too. I haven't, there's another one. Is it this one? Yeah, okay. There's another one actually that's better than this, but I know I can't find it right now. Let me see if this is it. No, this isn't it. But anyway, it's the same event. It's the same official royal visit to Poland. Okay, I'm gonna read the article. You're gonna see what I'm talking about here. The then Duchess of Cambridge wasn't able to maintain a neutral expression and appeared to betray. Make sure my charger is still in here. To betray. Oh, but she lost it. I lost it. The Princess of Wales always seems able to put whatever, yeah. But according to one body language expert, there was just one occasion a handful of years ago when the then Duchess of Cambridge wasn't able to maintain a neutral expression and appeared to betray quite a bit of anger and frustration, possibly directed at her husband, Prince William, who was there with her. When we see a photo of a royal looking angry or stressed, so that's the body language expert. I'm not even about to read that. You don't need a body language expert to see that they were fighting each other like cats and dogs that day. There's another picture. Look at this picture here. Kate looks like she wants to rip his head off. They were pissed at each other that day. I know they have to mention Princess Diana, Kate's poker face with her predecessor. I'm so sick and tired of they constantly trying to put her up against Diana and suggesting that she somehow had it together more than Kate does not have it together. Kate does not have it together. So this was back when she still had a little bit of meat on her bones. She didn't look like she was about to collapse at any minute, except for this occasion back in 2017. Okay, so it was 2017. On William and Kate's visit to Warsaw, Kate's unsmiling facial expression looked shocking, and it wasn't just a flash, James claimed. James is a body language expert. Indeed, in Warsaw in July 2017, on the occasion of the Queen's birthday garden party at the Orangery, Kate was seen looking very unhappy throughout the day, with William appearing to try to diffuse the tension. So he must have pissed her off on this day. Here's another picture. He looks like he got her. There's another really, really good picture I have to find. Kate's eyes looked tired with dark smudges underneath them. They must be talking about this one. Kate's eyes looked tired with dark smudges underneath them, and at one point she appeared to be looking down while biting the inside of her mouth. This is from the article. This is from Marie Claire, by the way. I'm not making this stuff up. This is Marie Claire. Okay. William, blah, 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 blah. Biting the inside of her mouth as though holding back her emotions. James noted at the time, observant royal fans had concluded that Kate looked furious with her husband. Thankfully, at other times during that Polish visit, and even on the same day, Kate appeared to be having sure. She does that little thing where she waves and opens her mouth, ha, ha. That little performance things she does. All right, it looks like that's all they have to say. I mean, what else are they going to say? It's obvious that they were at each other's throats on that day. I'm going to find the picture that really, really, at least for me, that really speaks to this occasion. And I found it. I'm going to send it over right now. And I'm going to go into a little detail why I think, I don't know if it's, look, like I said, this is all speculation, okay? This is all my opinion. This is speculation. All right, where is it? What did I just do with that thing now? Here it is. I'm going to send it. Oh, what did I do? I don't need any. Please tell me I didn't. No. Here we go. Where is it? Did I actually? But it says that it's sent. So where is it? Oh, I see what I did. Did I use the wrong phone? All right, let me send it again. No, why is it doing this? Okay, let me use the other phone then. Is it this one? I think so. All right. Oh, I already have it here. Yeah, this is the one right here. Why am I not hearing the airdrop thing? Okay, it says waiting. So it's still sending over. So this was a few years after they got married, and this was one of their first royal overseas visits. I wouldn't say one of many, because they haven't really done many overseas visits, if you notice that, guys. There was the Jamaica visit that was an unmitigated disaster, where they had the locals penned in like a bunch of wild animals in a zoo. And then there was this one, and there's Trust me, there's a method to my madness here. While I'm trying to show you this picture, I just think this picture really captures. Oh, there it is. Finally, the essence of that day. You're gonna see it right now. Send it to this folder first. Okay, what did I do? What did I do? You know what, McAfee? I'm not subscribing to you. Put it here. Is it in here? What is going on? What am I doing? All right, I'm gonna find it. Here it is. I got it. 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 Here it is. Oh, why is it saying file must be? But it is a PNG file, or is it JPEG? It's meets the standard. Why is it not accepting? Okay, I don't know why this is. I'm gonna try again because I am determined. I'm determined to show this picture to you guys. Let me do it this way. So this was when the Cambridges had done one of their first official overseas visits. And this, in my opinion, this was the trip that really showed that as a couple, William and Kate were not going to be successful as a couple. This picture right here. Take a look at Kate's face right here and take a look at William here. And look at this guy, the guy in the glasses behind her. He's like, holy shit. Can you imagine what he must have heard exchanged between these two? Does anybody remember this? She ran after William for his position. Haha, I agree with you. So glad to see you live. Glad to see you too. What year is this article? The article is, I have the, did I provide, the article itself was written after, like years later. So the article itself is not going to tell you the actual date of the visit. I'm going to find the article right now and let you know what I'm talking about. Oh, here's another one here. 5 times Princess Kate has all this nonsense. So much nonsense. You know, and I just love how they love to, the press loves to like reframe everything in this fairy tale fantasy loving language. You know, you could see that obviously they were fighting that day, and then the press will say something like, you know, Kate and William and Kate's loving, longing look of love or something. They're so ridiculous. So, article. I had an article right here too. Let me see. Compared to this, she's a broken woman now. What the heck happened to? Yes, exactly. So many things I want to go over tonight. I keep getting sidetracked. Okay. Anyway, my point about this trip right here. This was supposed to be one of their first official trips. I believe this was a year after Harry and Meghan got married. And if you remember, Harry and Meghan went on, the press declared their overseas visits a triumph. I think I have some clips here. I wish I could just like see the clips much bigger, then it would be much easier for me to share them with you. Maybe it's just an eyesight problem. Here's this. Here it is right here. Harry and Meghan tour a right royal success. All right, I think this was when they went to Australia. And then there's this one, Meghan Markle, Prince Harry, and their triumphant Australasia royal tour in photos. So now this is another issue with William and Kate vis-a-vis Harry and Meghan. Can you hear me now? I don't know. For some reason, the sound muted itself. It looks like it said my browser lost connection with the microphone. So listen, guys, I'm trying my best here. I'm not, this is the first time I've ever done this live stream thing. I don't even know. I just learned how to use this. What is it called? StreamYard. I just learned how to use this thing today. So I'm still learning how to do this. So please bear with me, be patient, and, um, you know, just be nice. And you are being nice so far. I see nice comments. All right. So let us continue. So anyway, this Poland visit came right after the Sussexes had their triumphant. Well, I don't know. It could have been in between. I don't know because they did do this visit in 2017, and for me, it's important to note this what happened here because it showed that they were not going to be a successful couple. That these two, the chemistry between them, the thing about them is that they are good for each other in terms of encouraging each other's vices. That's the impression I get from William and Kate. Like they're drinking buddies, the partying, but now they're grown ups with children. The partying days are over, and now they have to actually deal with who the both of them really are. And I think I don't know if any woman could have enhanced William, um, because he is kind of venal and lazy and, kind of a jealous person himself. So, in a way, I feel like they're a really good match for each other in that way. It's a match made in hell, is what I'm trying to say. So, this incident that happened here, it was so bad that the press could not even write something flowery and gloss it over like they usually do. They had a big fight here. They had a big argument here. Show you some other pictures. And as usual, you don't really, nobody really talks about it. Everything is just kind of glossed over and they just pretend that nothing happened because now, see, they have to, they're trying to take attention away from William and Kate's obviously dysfunctional relationship. Something happened here. First of all, when I look at this picture, I'm looking at her, she looks healthy here. Doesn't Kate look healthy here? Doesn't she look this? She looks healthy here. She doesn't look like she looks, athletic. So I would say this probably was a period when she was eating, if you want to say that. Um, Somebody said that Charles would make fun of Diana's weight, and I read an article one time that said it was like kind of like one of these pop sugar articles, that said William made fun of Kate's weight. I don't know if it's true or not, but I could see this happening. I could see it happening. Something happened on this day that pissed her off. She was furious. Look at her face. They were both furious with each other. And this one is so funny. You see the guy and not this one. Oh, I lost it again. The one with the dude with the glasses. This. I just had it right here. I think it's down here. Here it is. Yeah, this one. Look at him. He's saying something to her. They're both having an argument with each other. Now, why am I showing you this? Because during this trip here, this was the trip where William went to a gay club. Do you remember that? Do you remember that, guys? This was the trip where William went to a gay club. I'm going to find the article right here. This tells me that I should label all my media before uploading them. So, but that's just going to take more work. Listen, this thing here, sometimes this is just too much work, I'm telling you. I think this is what, no, that's not the right one. I have it here. Wait, I'm going to find it. All right, you know what? Okay, I think this is it. Yeah. Prince William dines at gay restaurant on surprise Poland trip. And this is so funny because apparently it's a guy it's a customer in the restaurant who took the pictures. And you can see that he was clandestinely taking the shot. Look at William in the background there at a gay restaurant. And nobody was supposed to know this, but it said Prince William surprised unsuspecting diners at a gay restaurant in Warsaw, Poland, when he sat down for a meal Wednesday night. And it does go on to say that this fella right here you see in the forefront, he was hiding and taking the pictures. He was, he wasn't, flashing his camera around. You could see that he was kind of like sneaking to take the picture. And there's William. Look at him in the background there, giving his ordering whatever it is he was ordering to the waitress or waiter. I don't know. Kind of looks like could be a cross-dressing waitress there. I don't know. Anyway, it's besides the point. Here's a close-up. This is William at the gay restaurant. This is the same Poland trip. This is the same trip where they had this big argument. So I don't know. Do you think they had the argument because... Oh, here's a guy right here. Here's William again. Here, they obviously they did not know that somebody was going to take the picture, but somebody took the picture, and it made it to the U.S. press. Well, this is page 6. So back to the question of the night, or at least one of the questions of the night: Is Kate's job to provide cover for William? What do you think? What do you guys think? Do you think it's Kate's current job to provide cover for William? And William is living his own life. That's the thing. He could be bisexual. All opinions are my own, for entertainment purposes only. Please understand the difference between fact and opinion. These are my opinions. Okay. It could be that he's bisexual because we do know that at some point in his life, he's expressed an interest in the opposite sex. During his time at St. Andrew, he dated a lot of women. There are articles I can pull up for you. Will take me a little time to find them where he was cheating on Kate, and Kate was furious. There was this article where she was threatening to, well, I don't know if she was threatening to leave him, but she was putting her foot down, and she begged him to stop humiliating her, because Kate will never leave William. Kate will never leave him. But then again, I don't know. Maybe she tried to leave him. Is that what happened last year? Did she try to leave him? All right, there's something else I want to show you guys. A clip here, which I thought was really funny, and I saw it on from a Twitter user. All right, where is it? Ah, here it is. Yay! I'm so glad I found it. All right, I'm gonna send it here first so I can. Is this the one? Yeah. All right, I'll just send it over. And I know I sent this already. Yes, I know I sent it already. Isn't this the one? Or is this the one? Let me see. No. Oh, I'm looking in the wrong folder. Silly me. Is this my download? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Send it over, and now I'm going to share this with you, and you tell me your thoughts. Wrong file. There we go. Nope. Here we go. Okay.
Charles. William and Kate are very well respected. They make a rounds of the people, and loads more people would rather see him instantly step to the throne than Charles. Who's
or
very
are they just
involved.
better at hiding the truth? Because there are some quite fruity stories about William too, if you want them.
Really?
Yes, not that we can go into detail here,
Okay.
obviously.
Oh.
Hello,
So there are
lawyers.
some. I don't know. Always fruity stories.
You know, there are very fruity stories
There
about
are
that.
very.
But this is not a battle. It's not a comparison.
Let's move on.
All right. Did you hear that, guys? Tell me if you could hear that. Were you able to hear that video? I don't know if this thing is working 100% here. Uniquely me? Did you hear that? Okay, yes. I'm going to play it again.
Than Charles. William and Kate are very well respected. They make a rounds of the people, and loads more people would rather see him instantly step to the throne than Charles. Who's
or
very
are they just
involved.
better at hiding the truth? Because there are some quite fruity stories about William too, if you want them.
Really?
Yes, not that we can go into detail here, obviously.
Excuse me? There's quite some fruity stories about William too. Why did this reporter say this? I'm going to play that again.
Than Charles. William and Kate are very well respected. They make a rounds of the people, and loads more people would rather see him instantly step to the throne than Charles. Who's
or
very
are they just
involved.
better at hiding the truth? Because there are some quite fruity stories about William too, if you want them.
Really?
Yes, not that we can go into detail.
Okay.
That guy, the guy who started off with his, preamble about how wonderful they are, and how he can't wait for them to step to the throne, and how everybody can't wait for them to step to the throne, he sounds shocked. He's like, wait, what? I thought we were here to praise them. I thought we were sitting here, we were supposed to kiss their butts. Let's hear that again.
throne than Charles. William and Kate are very well respected. They make rounds of the people, and loads more people would rather see him instantly step to the throne than Charles.
Or are they just better at hiding the truth? Because there are some quite fruity stories about William too, if you want them.
Really?
Yes, not that we can go into detail.
Okay.
Yes, please go into details. Please go into details. Okay, so here's the question for tonight now. Are we looking at another gay Windsor here? And that this is part of this is one of the reasons for their marriage looking the way it does. Like it's a sham marriage, they're not really living together. He was in Windsor Castle the other day. Everybody thought why isn't he at Forest Lodge? What's going on at Forest Lodge? Why aren't they living together? Is this like some huge open secret going on, right? Is there anybody right now in the UK, in the know, who can tell me that this isn't some big open secret going on right now, that William is gay and the press is not supposed to say anything about it, and Kate is there to provide cover? Okay. Let's food for thought. Let's let that sink in for a little bit there. Okay. All right, so that was William and Kate in Poland. I don't know when this thing happened here. This was, I'm guessing it was sometime in 2023, but I don't know. It could have been before 2023. So it looks like it's been a long-standing rumor for some time now that, that the Prince of Wales is playing for the other team. And then we have the obvious images here between him and Jason. And the chemistry between them is undeniable. Because look at his face. Look at how his face lights up when he's sitting next to Jason. All right, what else? There was another item on the agenda here. Let's see what I got. Okay. All right. And by the way, guys, let me just go back to that Poland thing again. Can you imagine? Okay. I don't know. I'm sure my audience is mixed. Everybody has their own opinions. I don't know if people are pro Kate, anti-Kate, pro Meghan, anti. I don't care. I'm just gonna tell you. I'm just gonna speak my mind. I'm just gonna speak my opinion here. Okay, but if I just want you to just do a thought experiment here. If this was Harry and Meghan, just imagine. Just try to replace this image with Harry and Meghan. Instead of William and Kate, it's Harry and Meghan. On a parallel universe, the exact same scenario. They're both fighting with each other. Can you imagine how much hay the press would make out of this? Can you just imagine how much the press would be going on and on about how, divorce is imminent and how the marriage isn't going to last because they can't even control themselves. They're like fighting in public, which is what happened here. The press couldn't even hide it. So they had some kind of spectacular fight in Poland the same time that William made this visit to the gay bar. And she's not there, by the way. Kate is not there with him. He went to this gay bar without Kate. He has his entourage, which I don't know. I can't tell all the members of his entourage. They appear to be all men. I don't know. Let me see if I can find a better picture of his entourage. I can't really tell. There's this shoulder here, somebody's arm here. I can't tell if that's a male or a female. Doesn't matter really. But anyway, we know it's probably not Kate, because if it was Kate, the guy here in the foreground who sneakily took the picture, he would have mentioned that you would have seen pictures of her too. But no, it was just William. Okay. So we don't know. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. All right, I wanted to talk about a couple of other things before I wrap this up, because I know you guys need to go to bed. Let's see what else I got here. All right, we talked about that. Yeah, I guess that's it. Okay, so just one final thing, and then maybe we start wrapping it up here. Let's see. I found an image on Reddit the other day, and I want to discuss it a little bit. And I'm going to send that to you right now. I don't know why I didn't send that image before. I probably did. I probably forgot it. But where is it? Maybe I have it in this phone here. Let's see. Here we go. So I want to talk about this image I found on Reddit. Gonna send it over right now. You're about to see it. Let's put it in the, drag it here. Good. So far, so good. Now we're gonna share it here. Here we go. One at a time. And one more. Okay, so I saw this. Who saw this? Put a 1 in the chat if you saw this. Did anybody see this? This is an old picture. This is an old picture. I think, I don't know when this picture was taken, but it is old. It's definitely in the teens, sometime in the teens, or maybe not, maybe the early 20s. I don't know. But let me know if you've seen this picture before. And I want to talk about it a little bit, because somebody mentioned, is this a close-up or it's the same thing? All right, it's the same thing. So I just use this one. Somebody mentioned, I don't know if you can see. Can I squeeze in here? Can you see that when I squeeze in? Are you able to see? I can't see the chat now. I can't tell if you're able to, if you see me zooming in or not. But there are like something that looks like scratches on her face, but it could be raindrops on the windscreen. But there's more going on than that. There's like, she looks, I don't know, she looks like she's been in a fight, quite frankly. This was her driving somewhere, or driving back from somewhere, or driving to somewhere, and looks like she's been crying. She's got, her nose is all red, and I don't know. I don't know if these are rain. It could be raindrops. I don't know. Or it looks kind of like scratches. So this brings me back to one of possible theories about why she about why she went missing. Because one of the prevailing opinions out there is that she's a victim of DV. Opinions are my own. Opinions are my own. And I came across another picture where, do you notice that she's always like clutching at her stomach? What's going on with her? It's like something, I don't know. Something happened. Something happened last year, where she was incapacitated. I just have that. I just get that feeling. I get the feeling that nobody could see her last year because she was too fucked up to be seen. There's just something, I don't know why. I don't know if it was something abdominal related, because there are a lot of times that you see her in public and she's kind of clutching at her stomach. I don't know if I have a picture to show that to you here. I might. I know in one of these the latest things that she did here, you could see her clutching at her stomach at one point. It's not this one, but it's this event. And there are times when you'll notice like she's patting her stomach, like what's going on there? Maybe she did have abdominal surgery. I don't know. Maybe she had abdominal surgery. Maybe, I don't know. But listen, the official version of events, I don't believe it. Okay? I don't believe that she had cancer. That's my opinion. I think it's bullshit. And yeah, that's what I have to say about that. She used to have banded fingers. That is, yeah, of course. Look at this woman. She is, and I'm going to go back again to how why it would be such a disaster if something happened to her, because her children, listen, no matter what, listen, those children are innocent. Okay. Sometimes I hear people saying things like, oh, look at George, something's wrong with him. He looks like he's autistic. Don't talk about George. You don't know if he's autistic. You don't know anything about George. These kids, for all you know, they could think their parents are crazy too. You don't know they're vulnerable people. I don't want to talk about anybody's kids. I don't want to talk about George and Charlotte and Louis. I don't want to talk about Archie and Lilibet, because, there's a tendency to try to use the children as pawns. Much credit to Harry and Meghan for shielding their children the way they do from the press, because the press would tear them apart, and I don't really like to see it happening to Kate's children either, to be honest. So let's just leave the kids out of it. We don't know anything about George. I hear people saying, "Oh, he's autistic." You don't know that. You don't know what he went through. You don't know what he went through. There's this picture of him when she was still missing, and he was with his dad at the football game. I don't know if you remember that picture, guys. I'm gonna find it for you right now. And he just looked like he'd been to hell and back. This kid looked, I'm not even going to show the picture. He looked like he'd been to hell and back. This was during the time when she was still somewhere, But anyway, I think I'm going to wrap things up now. It's about midnight, and I guess, I don't know what to do after this. I guess I'll chop it up and put it in a video or something. Let me know if you liked the live show, guys. Let me play out my intro here, because I worked really hard on this intro. And then we can talk about the best time to have another, when, I don't want to step on anybody else's live show. So, all right, let me me get rid of this, and then where is it? Right here. Okay. Oh, and before I go, I want to thank my members: Samantha, Deborah Fire, Kitty Cat. I don't know if there are any other new members. Heal My Roots, are you a member now? I'm not sure. I want to thank you guys so much. Let me create a banner for it. Hold on. And I also want to thank someone else. I want to save special thanks to, and if I can just find the logo of their YouTube, the Royal Sussex. Maybe some of you guys follow him, the Royal Sussex. I'm gonna find his banner right now so you can see it. Here we go. And he does a great live show, by the way. Here it is. So we have a thumbnail here. So I'm going to send that over because the Royal Sussex sent a lot of viewers my way, and I am so, so grateful. I'm so grateful to him for that, and I'm so grateful to all of you for, taking a chance on me tonight, and all the chaos and madness. I hope it wasn't too chaotic for you. All right, let me do this again. This is just one last thing I'm going to share here. And then I'm going to... Oh, what did I do with it? Oh. Sometimes it's difficult to know what images you're going to use because as I'm talking, I'm thinking about something else, and then everything that I prepared just goes out the window. You know how it goes. All right, so let me just put that up there. Here we go. All right, so before I play the outro, The Royal Sussex shared my channel info and sent a ton of viewers and subscribers my way. And I just want to... Oh, wait, I think I can do applause here. Oh, yeah, that's so cool. Can you hear the applause, guys? Yay. Oh, what's this? What is this? Heartbeat? What's this one? Bounce? All right, no, I don't want to use that one. Drum roll. And what is this? A gong? Yes. Oh, kind of pitchy. So thank you so much to new members. Oh, wait, what did I didn't even finish writing the banner. Thank you. And the Royal Sussex YouTube channel. Add banner. Show banner. Yes, okay. Really, really appreciate it, guys. Let me just play out the outro here, and then we can talk about when we're gonna meet next. Hold on. I have to hide this now. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, here we go. Add to the stage. Stop. Wait, where is it? What's going on? Okay, hide. And now, I'm not really sure what's going on now. How do I get rid of this? What do I do? Maximize? No, I want to minimize. I want to get rid of it. What do I do? Oh, I know. I have to go back in here and I have to... Yeah. Okay, here we go. I wasn't. Okay. All right. So that's going to be it for tonight. And thank you so much for joining my first ever live show. And I'll keep you posted on when I'll be on again soon. And I hope you had a very happy and blessed Thanksgiving. And just know that we have so much to be grateful for. And yeah, so I'm gonna be dropping another video soon. And I've got a little something special, cooking up for my members only. Okay, so if you want to see what it is, then go ahead and click that join button, please. And it's much appreciated. And you supporting the show, you supporting the work that I'm doing. And I love doing this stuff. I would do this, even if there was no monetary incentive. I would still do this anyway because I just love doing it. I just love creating and being goofy and just just letting my imagination run wild sometimes. So stay tuned for some more good stuff, more stuff to come out. I got some stuff for you guys. And yeah, have a good night, and I'll let you know when we're going to do another live show, okay? Take care. Thank you so much, guys. God bless.